guys, it's Kayworth here. Okay, so I woke up this morning and I went to school and it's now like 4 o'clock and I just now realized that I haven't done an entry at all today because today I'm going to Vegas with my mom and I have been running around trying to pack and I got my nails done and I'm a very nervous flyer, so I already have anxiety about flying. I know it's going to be a lot of fun and I'm very excited to do a montage and to do my vlogs in Vegas. But again, flying for me, for some reason, it just gives me so much anxiety. I've never had like a traumatic experience flying. I don't know what it is, but I just have this irrational fear that sometime during the flight we're just gonna fall out of the sky. And I'm not cool with that, so that's my standpoint on that. I mean, if you think about it, literally, you're in this giant, heavy metal bird, and it just flies. It just flies.
Well, aerodynamics.
Shut up, we're not talking about that. It's just magic. He's so exciting. I haven't paused the video. He just stays put. So, I'm almost done packing. I have my sandals and dresses and some shorts. And yeah. And I'm just waiting on some things to dry. It's really hard because you can make a list, but then you're like, oh wait, I need that. And then it's like, no wait, I need that. And that's my problem whenever I pack, is I always pack too much stuff for my carry-on. And then I never end up using any of it except like a couple things. But I'm very excited to go to Vegas!
This is your boarding pass.
Okay, so we are in our hotel room now, and it's so pretty. It's like kind of like a little condo. It's got a little tiny kitchen and a really nice bathroom, and it's got a pretty good view. There is a huge hotel like in the way, but it's still, you can see all the lights on the strip. Driving through the strip was awesome. I'm so excited to go and adventure out into the other parts of the strip. I'm finding it still very difficult to find times to actually do entries and talk about what's going on and figuring out how to talk. That's like not really one of my strong suits. But my mom just came back with some ice because it's super hot. And we turned the AC on and we're just gonna wait until we cool down, and we might go and gamble or we're gonna fall asleep.
Oh no, we're going out.
Okay, we're going out, so.
These look like squid or jellyfish.
Yeah, they do.
My dad out here.
I got off my plane from Vegas yesterday, and I know I didn't post my Saturday video, and I apologize for that. Once my mom and I got on the plane, she noticed that my fingertips were kind of blue, or they had a little discoloration on them. I wasn't too concerned about it just because I have blotchy skin anyway, so it wasn't too concerning, honestly. So once we landed, I went and I took a nap for about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, and then when I woke up, my boyfriend and I wanted to go get some lunch. And I wanted to get my homework stuff so that I could do it. And when I got to my house, my whole fingers started to turn like they were blue, and they were very cold, and they started to turn numb, and I didn't know what was going on. Again, I wasn't too concerned. It sounds dumb, but I wasn't really concerned. Weird stuff happens all the time because of my heart defect and, all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't too concerned at the time until when I got into my house and my mom saw them, and she was like, "This is not good." And she goes, "That is very, very weird." So she was like, "Well, I want to take you down to the fire station and see if they can get a pulse oximeter on you." So we went down to the fire station, and they put a pulse oximeter on me, and they hooked me up to their EKG and stuff like that. And I was just sitting there at the fire station, and my whole hand, like, it's still kind of blue. I don't know if you can actually see it. It's still really dark. It's not nearly as bad as it was yesterday. I have pictures and I'll put them on here. But my whole hand was blue. Like, my fingers were like almost black. And then my hands were all blue on both hands. And then it went all the way up to my elbow. All right here was purple. And same on this side, it was all purple. So the firefighter paramedics, they were like, "Well, we think that you should go to the emergency room because there's not really anything that we can do." And the weirdest thing about the whole thing is I felt completely fine. Like, I wasn't short of breath. I didn't feel faint or lightheaded. I felt completely normal. I was turning into a Smurf yesterday. And so we got to the hospital, went to the emergency room, and they got me back there right away. And the weird thing is after the fire station, when I was in the car, my hands started turning normal again. Like, they got their pink coloring again. And I was just sitting there like, this is the weirdest thing. When we got to the hospital, my mom looked at them again, and they weren't as bad as they were at the fire station. And people started asking me a bunch of questions, and they got chest x-rays, and they did a arterial blood gas, which I didn't even know that was a thing, but it's kind of like, when they draw your blood, they take it from your vein in your arm. Well, this is different because they take it from your artery in your arm instead of a vein. I think, I don't remember what they were saying, why they were doing that. It was like to check my oxygen level or something like that. They checked that, and then they did some blood tests, and my arterial blood gas test was normal. My blood tests were normal. My chest x-rays were normal. Alright, sorry guys. Yesterday I got interrupted. I got a call from my doctor actually at that time, and I completely forgot about the entry, and so I apologize for that. The only thing that was abnormal about any of my tests that they did at the hospital was my oxygen level was a little low, but it wasn't so low that it was concerning. Like, it was kind of normal for me because of my heart. So, ironically, what I was going to say next was that I was waiting for a call from my cardiologist because the emergency room doctor, she just said that I need to get an appointment with my cardiologist and check in with him. Well, he called me while I was doing my entry, and he said that since none of my tests were abnormal, and the oxygen thing, although it was a little abnormal, it wasn't like concerning at all because it was kind of normal for me. And so he said that we're just gonna call it normal for right now, and which, okay, but I mean, my hands are better. They are still a little not the color they should be. I don't know if you can see it, but I mean, they're better than they were. My other one was a lot worse than it is, but they're getting, like, they're almost normal now. I mean, it's a weird phenomenon, but I don't know. And another thing is, like, a year ago, I got diagnosed with thoracic outlet syndrome, which I still don't really have a clear understanding of what it is, but basically it's like when you change positions, like go from laying down to sitting up and then to standing up, your blood does something where it like defies gravity and it goes back up your body really fast in a certain amount of time. Mine doesn't do that for some reason, and it's abnormal, which can cause lightheadedness, dizziness, stuff like that. And so my mom was doing some research, and apparently thoracic outlet syndrome can cause Raynaud's phenomenons, which is when your fingers turn blue. So I'm thinking, well, maybe that's what it is. So I'm just going to see if I can get an appointment with my doctor and let her know, and then, because she's the one who diagnosed me with that, so I'm just going to let her know, and then hopefully she can tell me if that is what it was or if we should be concerned.